Ever thought about how ancient Stoic philosophers dealt with tricky things like love, sex, and relationships? Today, let's explore Stoicism and see how its old lessons can help us in our lives now, especially with our relationships. Stick around to find out how this ancient philosophy can shed light on parts of your life you might not have thought about. And if you enjoy learning about timeless wisdom for modern living, remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Have you ever thought about what your love life might be like if you look at it through the eyes of an ancient philosopher, like the Stoics? They believe that love and sexuality aren't just passing feelings, but opportunities to practice being good, controlling yourself, and understanding our connection with others. They taught that even though love is strong and brings people together, we should manage it carefully and not let ourselves get carried away by wild feelings. For them, sexuality wasn't just about the physical act, but a way of following the natural order with its own purposes and meanings. By understanding this, we can find deeper and more meaningful ways to connect with ourselves and others. The Stoics offer a perspective that helps us see love and sexuality in a bigger picture. In love and relationships, it's important to have self-control, respect, and understanding. If you've ever felt confused about love or relationships, or if you want to understand them better, I recommend exploring the ideas of the Stoics. Even though these teachings are ancient, they're still relevant today. Stoicism emphasizes respecting nature, which connects to our feelings and desires, including our sexual ones. The Stoics believed that understanding human nature was crucial for living a good life. They thought we're born with certain tendencies and desires that aren't good or bad on their own. It's how we handle them that matters. They saw sexual desire as natural and not something to be ashamed of. It's just a part of being human. However, what makes us different, according to the Stoics, is how we choose to act on those desires. They believe that beyond just accepting desire as something natural, it's important to see sexuality from a wider perspective, connected to the universe. According to their view, everything in the universe follows a natural order determined by nature, where causes lead to effects. Sexuality, in this framework, is seen as an expression of that natural order, not just a physical act or a simple attraction, but a way of following nature's will for life to continue. This Stoic understanding of sexuality, aligned with the universal order, makes it more than just about pleasure or ownership. It's seen as a way to connect with something greater, with the rhythm and harmony of the cosmos. In this vision, sexuality isn't limited to individual desires or actions. Being a part of nature reminds us that we are essentially natural beings. Our desires and actions, including those related to sexuality, should be understood and handled considering this bigger picture. Our sexuality, like other parts of our life, gives us a chance to live in peace with the world and ourselves. Have you heard of Stoic love? At first, it might seem strange because Stoicism encourages self-control and detachment, while love is a very strong and passionate feeling. But here's what's beautiful about Stoic thinking on love. The Stoics don't say we should give up on love. Instead, they suggest we experience it in a deeper and more meaningful way. Seneca, a well-known Stoic, said it's not about avoiding feelings, but choosing which ones to pay attention to. It's about not rejecting our emotions, but guiding them wisely. Love, when impulsive and unchecked, can lead to quick decisions, obsession, or despair. But if we approach it with Stoic wisdom, we can love deeply without losing our inner peace. This is love without being clingy, without expecting anything in return, without trying to control the other person. It's simply appreciating their presence and cherishing the moments we share. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, advises us not to demand that things happen the way we want, but to accept things as they happen. This way, we can have a peaceful life filled with love. This means not trying to control the relationship based on what we want or expect, but instead learning to love and value things just as they are. It's about accepting that relationships change and may not last forever, yet still choosing to love. Stoic detachment doesn't mean you don't care or feel affection, but rather it's about loving in a more open and genuine way, enjoying the present without constantly worrying about the future. It's about appreciating your partner without trying to change them, and understanding that real love sets people free instead of possessing them. When it comes to marriage and family, which are important in many cultures, the Stoics viewed them as more than just a union between two people in love. They saw them as commitments to society and the ongoing continuity of humanity. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, saw marriage as a natural thing. He thought it was important for keeping the human species going. It wasn't just something people did because society said so. He believed it was part of how the universe works. From this view, being married wasn't a chore. Instead, it was a chance to grow personally and help others. Being faithful, respecting each other, supporting each other, and staying committed were really important for a good marriage. It was all about being virtuous and understanding each other. Marcus Aurelius thought that working together as a couple, for both themselves and their community, was really important. If you've liked what you've read, please show your support by clicking the like button. Your support means a lot and helps us keep bringing you good stuff. When it came to raising kids, the Stoics, who were followers of Marcus Aurelius, had a similar way of thinking. They believed that kids weren't just small adults. They were growing and changing all the time. Seneca once said that kids learn a lot from what they see happening around them, more than just from what they're told. This means that how parents behave and act is really important in teaching their kids life lessons. So, educating a child isn't just about teaching them stuff, but also about showing them good values, leading by example, and helping them be ready for life's challenges with wisdom and strength. The Stoics believed in an education that focused on being good, controlling yourself, and handling tough times calmly. They saw marriage and family as important, not just for individuals, but also for society and nature. It wasn't just about following rules or traditions, but about living by principles that make life better for everyone. Even though this idea is old, it still makes sense today. In today's world, it's really important to think about how we live, handle family relationships, and fulfill our responsibilities. Marcus Aurelius once said, "What does not benefit the swarm does not benefit the bee." This means that we should see love and relationships not just from our own viewpoint, but also from a wider perspective that includes everyone. It reminds us that what's good for one person in a relationship should also be good for the other, and vice versa. Seneca advised us that wherever there is a person, there's a chance to be kind. In the context of love, this means treating our partner with kindness, understanding, and respect all the time, recognizing their importance and value in our lives. So, how can we use these tips in our relationships? Here are some ideas inspired by Stoic philosophy. 1. Value the present. Remember, life is short. Enjoy every moment you spend with your partner. Focus on the now and don't let worries about the future spoil your happiness. 2. Practice self-control. Stoics emphasized controlling your emotions. Avoid getting jealous, angry, or resentful without reason. Be patient and understand that everyone, including yourself, has flaws. 3. Love without being too attached. It's important to love your partner without clinging too tightly. Allow them to be themselves and maintain your own independence. As Epictetus taught us, we shouldn't hold on to things outside of our control too tightly. This includes relationships and love with passion. Instead, we should be ready to accept any outcome with calmness. Even though Stoics didn't specifically talk about couples communicating, They stress the value of wisdom and understanding in daily life. In relationships, it's crucial to have open and honest communication to truly understand each other. Also, love isn't just about those exciting feelings, but it's also about growing together as individuals. Marcus Aurelius would suggest seeking what benefits both parties and promoting mutual improvement in relationships. Stoic wisdom encourages us to see love and relationships with authenticity, understanding, and growth. Even though they lived thousands of years ago, their teachings still guide us through the complexities of love today. By embracing this wisdom, we can discover deeper, more meaningful, and balanced love in our lives. Stoic teachings on love and sexuality are not outdated. They offer timeless guidance for how we relate to each other now. In a world where love is often glamorized and commercialized, Stoics remind us of the importance of self-reflection, discipline, and genuine connections. By valuing the present, mastering ourselves, and letting go of attachments, we can form authentic and resilient relationships. Stoicism encourages us to understand and honor our nature, recognizing the beauty and intimacy of relationships with clarity and sincerity. As we navigate the challenges and opportunities of the modern era, let's carry the wisdom of the Stoics as a guiding light toward more fulfilling relationships. After exploring Stoic teachings on love, sexuality, and relationships, consider how these ancient but timeless philosophies might transform our approach to personal connections in today's world. Feel free to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. If this topic interests you, I suggest subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications so you won't miss future content. We delve into how the wisdom of the past applies to the present. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and share it with someone who might find it interesting. See you soon for more quality content.